Kath Pryor, it's awesome to have you here. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you so much for the opportunity. It's lovely seeing you again, Matt. I just love any moment to connect with you.
Oh, you're so kind. That's so kind of you. Thank you so much. So now, Kath, how long have you been a student for in the Coaching Institute?
About 22 months, actually. The last 22 months have been phenomenal. I loved every moment.
And so to give context, you've started as a student, you're still actually completing your course, but you also now have a full-time successful coaching business. You're in your office, which looks amazing. I love you've got some of your certificates behind you, which is amazing. Yeah. And so give everyone a bit of a snapshot. What do you do right now? And what success have you created for yourself as a result of doing the course? And then we'll go back and we'll chat about like how you got started and stuff. So where are you at right now?
Right now, I have left full-time work and I am coaching full-time. I've got a wide range of clients, which I'm loving. I'm literally loving my life. I'm living my dream, serving people, enjoying every moment. I can wake up and I can balance my family and then I get straight into it. And I'm coaching a lot of people on Zoom, so it's really easy for me. Like often, depends on my days. I have certain days where Monday, Tuesday, Wednesdays, I'll have like 5 clients, but other days I might do networking or I might have some time for myself. So I've got a great balance of my business, which I'm loving. And I actually am really attracting some beautiful clients who I'm loving working with.
That's awesome. Congratulations. I love how you've said that it enables you to really live the life that you want. You know, I think that a lot of people, that's their goal when they come into coaching, because you get to help people and you get to make a difference, which I know you love. You know, I love doing that. And it should be a vehicle to allow you to live the life that you want to live. And so for you, spending time with your family is really important. Tell us a little bit more about that and what you love about being able to do that.
I absolutely love that. Like I start my day with beautiful walks and beautiful routines, and I feel like I'm giving self-love to myself. I spend time with my husband. I've got 2 older teenage children, so I can support them, be with them, be the mum for them. And then I can schedule in when it suits me. Like I can see my clients when it suits me. Anytime I like. And sometimes it will be, I might have a bit of spare time in the day and then I might see some clients later at night after I've had a beautiful family dinner. So it's a really great balance. I'm loving it.
It's awesome. I'm pumped that you have set that up inside your life, because I really think that is the outcome of a student. It's not just to learn the skill of coaching, which is a big part of it. And it's not just to make a difference, which of course is a gift to be able to learn how to do. It's also, have you set up a life that you love? Because I think the most important thing is to be an example. And, you know, we don't start off that way. I know that's not how you started in your course,
no.
But to be that and say to people, hey, you can have it too. I think that's really key. So now I know that wasn't like this when you first began. So give us now the before, because we've had the after. Okay. Take us back to when you first started as a student. What was going on in your life and where were you and how is it different to what you're doing right now?
So when I first started, I knew that I had this ability to help people, and I was helping a lot of people that I knew and in my family that had addiction. And so I wanted to get a qualification to be able to help people. But I didn't realize that along that way, I actually learned the most amazing thing in how to develop myself, how to grow self-love for myself, how to develop as a person. So when I first started, I was working full-time, but I took action straight away. I wanted to learn. I wanted to get my qualifications. I wanted to be able to help people. So I was basically teaching, and then I'd come home and I'd do pro bono clients and I'd do learning. I was learning. I wanted to learn as much as possible. And the thing that I wanted to do was I knew to build momentum. So the minute I got into the Coaching Institute, I wanted to learn and I wanted to grow. So I made a commitment to myself that I would just say yes and figure out how. And I would commit that every single day I would do something for coaching. If I had extra time, I'd do more preparation, see if I could get more clients, study more. And if I didn't have any time, if it was a full day with teaching and parent-teacher interviews or something afterwards, I would just read 1 page in a book. But I really built that trust bank of myself that this is my journey, this is my vision, this is what I wanted. And I would just take action every day. And I loved it. I loved the learning. I loved the people. I loved the community. So I wanted to spend time, and I could also balance my family. So I'd sort of go cook food and then go and do something for myself. But it was, I definitely made that commitment to put time and effort into this.
I love it. So you're a mum, you're working full-time as a teacher. And so for anyone else that's watching this that's a teacher, I'm sure they're aware it's not just the time that you're there, it's all of the stuff afterwards. It's the preparation for the classes. Like you said, it's the parent-teacher interviews. I imagine those days would have been massive.
Yes.
And you still created the time for this work. I love that because I know that a lot of people say, well, I've got to find the time, but I actually think it's not finding the time, it's making the time.
Totally.
For the things that we really love, because if you really want it, you make the time. Did you have to overcome something in your mind about that? Is it because we've all got 24 hours in the day, we've all got a lot on, and a lot of people are really busy. What is it that you did in your mindset to say, well, okay, yes, I've got a lot on. I want to make time for my family. I want to make time for me. How do I do all of those things? What was it in your mindset that you used to be able to create the time for this?
There was two things. First of all, it was like, I know there's going to be self-doubt. I know there will be self-doubt. And I knew from my learnings, I knew from speaking to people that I could feed the self-doubt in me, or I could build the self-trust. So that was a really big thing for me, to actually just keep building my self-trust that I could do this, and then layer that on with, I wanted to have structure. So I wanted to keep working. I wanted to keep learning. So I started putting structure in my day, that the minute I came home, if I came home at 4:30, then I would put a pro bono in, or on certain days I would make sure that I was learning something. So I put time towards my learning, and I wanted to just learn. And I adopted that I was going to be a learning machine. This was something new. And for me, I had to learn all the techie stuff, because I'd spent a lot of time teaching kindergarten. I didn't feel I was very, able to be, doing much on the computer. And instead of like thinking that as an obstacle, I actually thought, you know what, if someone else can do it, I'll model from them. I will build this muscle every single day. And it did help my son. Actually, he sort of said, Mum, look at it like teach a man to fish story. You got to learn a little bit by little bit.
I love it so much. I love how you've adopted this mindset from the beginning, because I know that this is something that we talk about in, for example, the foundations of coaching success training, which is the first training that we do. That really what you focus on is what you get. It sounds like you've really taken that idea and ran with it, because we all have doubt, like you said. It's normal to have those questions. Can I do it? I remember when I first started as a coach, it was like, who am I? And is anyone going to listen to me? Right. And that was coming up. And I love how you've shared that you've really taken the insight from the training of, well, you can focus on that, or you can focus on the fact that if someone else can do it, I can do it. And that's made a major difference for you. That's just awesome.
Yeah. And I also took away that success is a strategy. That was a change in my mindset. I sort of thought, I was from the belief that some people are lucky, some people are rich, and then I realized success is a strategy. And if I want to be successful as a coach, then I've got to adopt a strategy that works. I've got to find a strategy that works.
Yeah, amazing. Amazing. Congratulations. How much of a different person are you now to who you were 2 years ago?
Phenomenal. And the funny thing was, I thought I was a good person 2 years ago, and now personally developing, I see it's a journey. And I feel I didn't have self-love. I was loving everybody else, and I didn't have self-love. So for me to go on a self-love journey and understand it and develop it and know who I am was just a phenomenal extra. I never realized that was going to be something that I could learn how to have deep relationships with people in the community. I have such amazing relationships with people in the community, which has been phenomenal. And just, I've loved that. I've loved my own growth and seeing who I am now. And I'm going to say this out loud, that I love me. I just love me. And another one was, I never used to even think I was beautiful. And it was only in the college that I sort of learned and realized. And then one day I had this awareness, and I was like, wow, I'm beautiful. And I could tap into that. And people keep saying to me, you look younger. Like, I'm heading 50, and people are like saying, wow, what are you doing? And it's like, it's from inside. I actually feel
you're allowing it in, which is beautiful. I love that, because it starts with us. I really dig what you're sharing. And I imagine so many people will resonate with this message. Like, before doing the course, you actually came in to do this to help other people and to have another career, and didn't even really realize that there would be a journey there for you. And that was my story. I think that must be like 90% of people's story, is that we're unaware that there is another level there for us. It's just amazing to think about how many people out there are unaware that there's another level of self-love, that there's another level of self-acceptance, and they don't even know it exists. They come into this course, they learn how to help other people, and then we organically, of course, as students, we apply it to ourselves, and we go, hey, wow, actually, my life can be even better. And isn't it just the reward is, I find it hard to put in words. Do you the same?
I just look at it like it is a gift. It's the most amazing gift that I have ever given myself.
Yeah.
I mean, I look at it and think like, wow, I'm loving myself. I have that relationship with myself, and I want to like keep up leveling myself. I never even thought that was possible. Now that's what I say. I want to keep up leveling. I just want to keep growing, and I know that I can. And I know that there's no end to it. It's completely a journey, and I'm loving the journey that I'm on. And I'm just so grateful for being involved in the community and the learning that I've had. I just think my life is now phenomenal, and I love it.
Congratulations. It's so awesome. What was it about your journey? You're still a student. And actually, I'll just point this out, just for anyone who's wondering, because a lot of people ask us questions like, when I join the school, when can I start actually helping people? Because they really want to start helping. You've been in here just under 2 years. You already have a full-time coaching business working with individuals and businesses, a little bit on business. You've done that in under 2 years. You've transitioned from full-time employment to full-time coaching. And that is a wonderful achievement to be able to do it. I imagine you must be very proud of yourself.
Yeah, I'm happy. I'm really happy. I just wanted this dream, and I just kept going for it and looking for the support.
Yeah. So what was it about the support? What was it about the course? Because some people it's the community, others it's the mentoring, some people it's the actual trainings that we do here at the Coaching Institute. What was it for you that you were like, that was what helped me the most?
I think I'm going to go with everything is a package, a conglomerate. You need everything that the college actually offers.
Yeah.
But the biggest thing for me was the training. So I sort of feel like with the trainings, it was just pouring into me. And after I'd done a training, I sort of felt like, I went in with my cup empty, and then I realized that my cup was so full, and then I could give out so much to everybody else. So after training, I learned so much. I changed. I basically had a metamorphosis, and I upgraded every training. And then because of the training, I was inspired. And then I went and used the strategies or used the approaches or the frameworks on clients, and I felt like I'd up-leveled my coaching. And then I would go to the knowledge papers or go to the Moodle or the library where we access, and I would just find out more information around that. And then I would share it with my community, with people that I knew from the college, and I would just talk about it, and we would go into little groups, and we have a little group where we sort of accountable to each other and help each other grow. So I don't think there's any one part. It's amazing the way it all comes together, but I loved the trainings, just pouring into me, up leveling and moving forward.
It's great. Now, Kath, you have come from full-time employment. You're a mum, so you've got that on your plate as well. We don't always think mums, it's a full-time job to be a mum, let alone have another job as well.
That's
so you're
right.
a mum, you've got you were working full-time, you've transitioned now into full-time coaching. But I think the biggest key takeaway for me here is that you have fallen in love with yourself in a deeper way. And that is just the thing that you cannot put a price on. A lot of people, I think they misunderstand that. They think, oh, you don't want to love yourself too much. I think that's a load of crap because it's not about, all it does is it gives you more love so you can give it to more people. That is the best thing you can do. And I imagine, Kath, that there are going to be so many people watching this that will be inspired by your story. What would you say to someone who's watching this, who's thinking about getting started as a coach, starting their journey with us here at TCI?
Give yourself the gift. Just get in and do it. It's beautiful. The best journey of my life.
Thank you so much, Kath. It's been wonderful to have you here with us. You're amazing.
Thank you so much. Lovely connecting.